Yo, so Rosemary just looked up the congestion pricing times.
Yo, bro, this is insane to me. Congestion toll rates would apply from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekdays, and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. Yo, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. is them stretching it to the absolute, like, beyond the pale furthest maximum on both sides. They're
six to 6 or 6 to 7 would have been clean.
Yeah, to give people at least an opportunity.
Well, if you drive between 3, 4, and 7 p.m., it's congested. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely traffic. So it makes sense because there's definitely a lot of people on the road. Because remember, this is to reduce traffic, make it easier to find parking in the city, and help with pollution.
How much them tolls cost?
$15.
$15, 5 days a week. Or you got to be up at 4 something in the morning, rushing to get.
Well, no, and Shawnee, and then remember, and then once you get back, well, you better not feel like leaving your house again to go do something below, because then you got to pay again.
Until after 9 o'clock. And it's just reduced price. It's not like it's free, right?
Yeah, I think the outside of congestion time, I think you still got to pay like $3 bones or something, right?
Yeah. I think there's an app price still.
So they still catch. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, look, man. We've been talking about it on this show for a long time. They don't want us in New York. If you don't make a certain amount of money, they don't even want you in New York, bro. And if you want to stay in New York, you better get on them trains and buses and bikes.
And those fares will continue to go up.
Yep.
And they're still crazy as hell. It's crazy. The subways are still crazy and unsafe.
Oh, and you thought your Ubers in the city were already expensive? Well, guess what? Rideshare apps or rideshare cars, it'll be an additional $250 per ride.
Yep.
Taxis, which are already crazy, an additional $125 per ride.
Because they got a deal, right? The Ubers and the taxis got a deal, right?
Well, they certainly should, right? Because, I mean, if no one's allowed to drive, you got to at least be able to do that. Oh, wait, hold on. How about this? Hold on. Are there exemptions? Low-income drivers who earn less than $50,000 a year can apply to pay half the price for the daytime toll.
So
$7.
But only... no, this is so... Yo, these people... Listen to this. If you earn less than $50,000, you can apply to pay half price on the daytime toll, but only after the first 10 trips a month.
Crazy.
So
imagine if you make 51 or 52.
So once you on trip 11 into the city,
then you get half price.
If you make less than $50,000.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
They couldn't just do it. They couldn't just give a half price. They couldn't do it.
They couldn't go that far.
You couldn't do it.
And they couldn't even say, hey, we know this is a new thing. Let's start it at 6 a.m. and let's wrap it up at 7 p.m. No. If you want to go to dinner at 8 o'clock at night, you're still paying on top of it.
Right. And that means there's going to be traffic at 9 o'clock. Because anybody who wants to do something in the city on a Friday or Saturday,
there's already traffic. There's already traffic at 9 o'clock Friday, Saturday anyway.
Yo, it really is disgusting, though. And by the way, y'all have never made this money before. The MTA has never made this money, and you guys had to start at 15. You couldn't have started with 5. It's so greedy. People are already struggling so much financially, and y'all had to go to 15 off top.
You know what the rationale was? I listened to some of the audio from the meeting yesterday. The rationale was, relative to other tolls, this isn't that bad.
Disgusting. The other tolls that you have to pay depending where you live.
Nah, man. They don't want us.
Yo, y'all should have went to the meeting last night, man. Y'all should have went to the meeting.
FDNY was up in there, and they were looking at him like, so? We still doing it.
Yup.
What was the point of all these hearings and all these meetings? Nothing
you have to have public hearings to move things forward, even though you're not going to necessarily change it. You have to open it up to the public for people to at least be documented that they had issues with it.
And no politicians were able to fight against this? This was an insurmountable...
Well, the city council's, I think, for it.
And no other major politician thought this was an issue worth taking up. They all thought it was the smart move.
Like at what level? You mean at what level? At what level?
Well, I guess it only makes sense to be at the local level, right?
Yeah, so that'd be city council. I'm sure there were, but I think there's a lot of people who take mass transit and they want to keep traffic down. Like I think there is a huge movement in the city. Like, yo, get these cars out of here.
All right. Well, here, You could break down these restaurants' outdoor spaces that you've kept up since COVID.
No, but that's the reason they kept them, because they really I think some of these community boards, they want to keep people from driving. Like, have you noticed recently when you drive through like Chelsea and some of these areas, how many neighborhood streets have like their kind of daytime blocks up so you can't drive down their street? Have you noticed that?
I've noticed there's more of them for sure.
Like, that's a thing. And people who live in Manhattan, who own property in Manhattan, live in Manhattan, ride a bike or get on the train or take the bus, do like the regular New York, they are not thinking about those of us that come from outside.
What about the people in Manhattan who have a family and can't really throw their family on a bike when they're trying to go do something in the summer?
They move to Yonkers. See you later.
Yeah, it's crazy.